Hi everybody, my name is Joanne Udaze. Hi Dr. Tom. I'm going to be talking about behavior intervention strategy. It has been estimated that about 1 out of 5 students who in American schools will experience mental health disorder by adolescent. Even those students who are not classified as having emotional and behavioral issues, we estimate agitation as a result of situational factors such as peer aggression, bullying, and unsuccessful family relationship, and poor academic performances. It's very important that every educator be educated about or knowledgeable about the different strategies on how to tackle emotional and behavioral disorder in the classrooms. The, the strategies that I will discuss today will help a lot of educators to know how to de-escalate behavioral intervention uh, that is exhibited in your classrooms. One, create a safe environment or safe setting. It's very important that when a child or student is exhibiting behavioral emotional disorder in the classroom, the teachers try to persuade the student to go to the corner of the classroom in order to prevent distraction from the other student in the classroom, because it's not right for a teacher to try to address a or carry out a behavior intervention plan or address the behavior in the classroom right in front of the other students. So teachers have to try to persuade the student to go to the corner of the classroom. And so it's very important that when the teacher sees that the child or the student is showing agitation that could lead to violence, he or she should try to use the walkie to call for backup or call for help or call an educator who's experienced in addressing all these escalating behavior issues in the classrooms. Also, teachers have to limit the number of adults in the classroom. For example, if a student is exhibiting a behavior issue in the classroom, having too many educators in the classroom could be very it's not advisable. So it's very important that only one educator who is experienced in the escalating behavior in the classroom be selected to work with a particular student in a one-on-one setting, where another educator is picked or selected to continue to address the academic instructions and behavior management with the other classmates in the classroom. Also, provide adequate personal space. It's very important that educators provide adequate personal space to their students that are exhibiting behavior issues in the classroom. I believe the amount of space that should be allowed is a 2 arm stretch of personal space to that particular student. And if the students still want extra space, teachers should provide extra space for that student if that's what that student wants. Also, do not block escape route. It's very important that because usually when a kid or student is exhibiting behavioral issues, emotional issues in the classroom, they tend to show a fight or flee tendency. So in that case, teachers should be very careful where they position themselves in the classroom. So teachers cannot be between the student and the escape route or the exit door in the classroom. Teachers should try to stay away from the exit door as much as possible, so that when the kid is exhibiting a flight and flee response, he or she should be able to freely run out of the classroom without any blockage or distraction. And when a student is running out of the classroom or experiencing a flight and flee response, teachers should not try to block them from leaving the classroom. Also, teachers should show open, accepting body language. It's very important that our body language shows that we shows acceptance of the student and doesn't show any form of discrimination at all. We should also, our body language should show respect and acceptance, and show that we respect the student's integrity, privacy, so it's very important that our body language is not confrontational in any way or aggressive. So also it's very important that when we stand by the student, we have to stand in an angle. We can't stand in front of the student because standing in front of the student seems very confrontational. So we need to stand in on the side beside the student, and also we have to make our hands visible to that particular student, and use of course cam voice. It's also very important that we keep our verbal interaction very, very respectful. So, in other words, we have to be our tone of voice, of course, have to be very calm, and we have to use we have to use simple vocabularies and brief sentences, because when a student is exhibiting a behavior issues in the classroom, they have a hard time, usually have a hard time trying to understand the vocabulary used, or they could misinterpret sentences. So it's very important that we keep our sentences very brief and we use very, very simple vocabulary. Also, we have to communicate with simple direct language. Again, we have to use simple direct languages, not direct language. We should avoid using languages that shows mixed signals or have different interpretations. So we have to use languages that are very straightforward, very simple to understand. Also, we have to reassure students and frame, and also have a frame action goal. So in other words, when a student is having a behavior issue in the classroom, we have to reassure them, like, you're okay, you're not in trouble, this is an opportunity for you to see your side of the story. And also we have to have an action goal where we say, okay, when you calm down, why don't you calm down and tell me what is wrong, what happened, and maybe I'll be able to find a solution or to address the situation. Also, we have to coach students to take responsibility for moderating their own behavior. So when a student is exhibiting a behavior in the classroom, and we're trying to de-escalate the behavior, if we have successfully built a rapport with a particular student, we have to use that opportunity to try to make the student be responsible for moderating their own behavior. For example, we can say, Erica, if you keep pacing around the classroom and using high-pitched voice and shouting, it'll be very difficult for me to help you. So maybe if you have a seat and calm down, take a deep breath, and talk to me with a very calm voice, maybe we can come up with a solution to address the situation. Also, we have to identify point of agreement. So educators and students can also come and discuss issues that they agree on. But it's also very important that educators try to protect their integrity and their professionalism, because although you want to discuss a topic that you agree on with your student, but you have to make sure that you're not discussing an issue that you don't agree on and saying that you agree on those issues that you don't agree on. So we have to be careful about that. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.